First of all, I think, games like that, whether you win or lose, obviously, make you a better team. How to guard them without any preparation is a real difficult task. With Kolek's ability to navigate, and Cam Jones, and then Oso is just a really tough cover. I don't know if we've ever played somebody that's 6'10", 6'11", that makes every 10-foot floater that he shoots. But just for our guys, like, to put ourselves in a really good position. Obviously, we were fortunate Lance since that half quarter at halftime, but we knew they were coming, and we really didn't start the second half off that bad offensively. Made some shots, made some plays, but we just simply couldn't stop them. They scored 17 points in the first, I think, 4.5 minutes of the second half, and we were struggling to get stops. But hats off to Shaka and his group. I don't think anybody's leaving this tournament not thinking they got a chance to win it all. They are very, very good. They're tough to guard. I thought our guys were resilient, but they hung in there. I thought, at times we didn't play our best basketball in the last 3 days, but I thought we played really hard. I thought we competed, and that's what you got to do. You just got to sometimes hang in there and just keep competing. Make one more play. Zebo's tipping right there was a huge play, and then obviously we didn't seal the deal. We missed a couple front ends, but Zach's ability to get that rebound. You sit there as a coach, and even though it's 3 points, you don't want somebody to go over the back, but he's so hard to handle on those free throw box outs. Getting that rebound right there, took a little bit more time off, and just could have went. When it gets to that point, it can go either way. So he wants some separation, but our guys, were able to get that stop, and he couldn't get past really half court to get a good shot. But just proud of our guys. I thought they really competed in this tournament.
Thanks, Coach. We'll open it up for player questions for Zach and Lance. Up front.
Lance, obviously you transferred in this summer. How much are moments like this the reason why you chose Purdue?
It means a lot. I was telling the guys before the game, it feels good to be on a winning team. This is my first time competing for a championship in the MTE. It just felt good. And this is definitely something I look forward to. But, this is only the beginning for sure.
Are you guys going to have a debate later of who hit the bigger shot, you at the end or Lance before halftime?
His was a shot from 100 feet away. So I don't know. It's hard to how to compete with that.
I'd say his was the winning shot. His is the winning putback. So I'll say his.
And Zach, for you, at the end, you spent the whole game jostling for position. I suppose at that point, that's why you're there. You're there in position to make those types of rebounds and putbacks, and that's what your team comes to expect for you. Does it feel like after 3 days of getting beat up on and having defenses collapse on you that it's worth it for that moment?
Absolutely. Winning's always worth it. I'm not going to go on the court and not try to compete for every rebound, try to compete for every loose ball. That's just kind of the way I play. It's the way Purdue plays, the way Coach Payne always tells us to play.
Zach, can you just walk us through the tip in there at the end, what you saw and whether you were actively trying to put it back in or were you just trying to get it out?
Well, obviously, Braden had to take a tough one at the end of the shot clock. Smart play by him just to get it up on the rim, even to kind of hit the rim and put that type of shot is impressive. He got that with good shooters. A lot of times you get those short bounces. He's a good shooter, obviously. And the ball kind of came to me. I didn't feel I could get two hands on it, so I just tried to hit it at the rim. And it ended up working.
Zach? Curious what your perspective is on attacking a team once they're in foul trouble, how much easier it is for you when you know the big guy behind you is trying not to foul because he's already got 2 or 3 or 4. What's different about those situations between the beginning of the game and when they get in those spots?
Yeah, well, I'm going to play the same way. It's not like I adjust based off of how many fouls he has. I'm going to try to get him as deep as possible. I'm going to try to get as good of a shot as I can. Just a lot of times when the guys have foul trouble, they're not going to fight you as hard for those catches. They're not going to fight you as hard for that position. So it makes my life easier. But I play the same way. It doesn't matter how many fouls guys have.
Lance, the
play at the end of the first half is obviously something a lot of people are going to remember, but at the end of the second half, you getting in the way of Marquette's final shot. What did you see on that play?
Coach wanted us to foul at half court, but you know, I kind of feel like he lost his dribble a little bit and did like a half spin, and I didn't want to, you know, put myself in a position to foul where he could get a shot up. So I kind of, you know, just played him straight up, and you know, he took a bad one. Well, it was a prayer, but it didn't go in.
Hey Zach, in the first half, back here. In the first half, took a little bit of time in the first half for you to get in your scoring groove, and it seemed to coincide with after you had that big block. How much did that affect you getting some momentum scoring today, or if that wasn't the case necessarily, kind of play like that?
Yeah,
Get it going.
I don't know if those things kind of correlate. I think kind of sometimes the ball just finds you. A lot of times it happens. Sometimes you, like other guys are making plays at the beginning of the game. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to try to take away their touches. We were scoring the ball. That's all that really matters. I got my touches at the end of the second half. Ended up scoring. Got a few rebounds. Yeah.
Lance, could you take us through that shot? Kind of what's going on in your head that looked good when you shot it, and also have you ever hit a shot like that or comparable to that in like your whole life?
I mean, I've hit a couple half quarters before, but never, you know, that far away. While they were at the free throw line, PJ said no shots, and I was like, nobody can shoot it. And then he's like, if you're gonna shoot, you got to shoot it from right here, in front of the bench. And you know, I got Mason's attention, and Mason threw it to me, and it felt good leaving my hand. So that's the good thing about it, and it went in.
So PJ gets credit.
Yeah.
This is for both of the players. Just kind of talk about your experience here throughout the week here on Hawaii and kind of what it's been like for you guys competing in this tournament.
Yeah, it's great weather. It's a great place to be. You kind of wake up every day. Nice weather. You wear t-shirts, wear hats. We're gonna enjoy it tonight. Obviously, we're gonna actually have some time to kind of get on a beach and hang out as a team. It's a great place to be.
For me, it's been great. You know, I've had people being able to come support me. My mom and my girlfriend were able to make the trip down. You know, just having them down here and being able to experience this with me is just amazing for me.
That will take over.
Hey Zach, you got really good, solid, mature guard play with Braden and Fletcher. Can you speak to how much they meant in the second half and how far they've come, you know, from one year to this one?
Yeah, they're big time. I think that's kind of I've always thought that even when they're freshmen last year, like they're always really good players, way ahead of their time in terms of like their class. But they made big plays down the stretch. I went to the bench, get a couple of breathers, and Fletcher stepped up, Braden stepped up, guys step up. Like they just provide another dimension to our team when teams kind of try to overplay those post-ups. You got to guard them too, so it's tough.
Any other questions for the players?